the most ordinary human being, to almost repeat what I just said, has within him elements of profundity, of profound anguish, that there is, you don't have to go to the kings and queens of the earth. I think the Greeks and the Elizabethans did this because it was a logical concept, but every human being is in enormous conflict about something, even if it's how you get to work in the morning and all of that. So that I thought that it would be very interesting in the contemporary American theatrical moment to explore the most ordinary man, say, on the south side of Chicago, who we think we know. You know, he drives you to work and you say, well, he's a nice fellow. But see what he's like at home in some of the ordinary events by the time he gets to work. He's a complicated and large person.
Mama, I want so many things. I mean, I want so many things that sometimes I think they're going to drive me crazy. See, I'm 35 years old, and I ain't got nothing. I ain't going to be nothing, Mama. Just look at me. Look at me.
I'm looking at you. And you're a good-looking boy. You got a job, a fine wife, a son.
A job? Now, I open and close car doors all day. I drive a man around in his limousine, and I say, yes, sir, and no, sir, and shall I take the drive, sir? Mama, that ain't no kind of job. That ain't nothing at all. I don't even know if I can make you understand.
Understand what, baby?
Well, sometimes it's like I can see my future just stretched out in front of me, my whole future. A big, blank, empty space full of nothing, just hanging at the edge of my days waiting for me. But it don't have to be. Sometimes when I'm downtown driving that man around, we pass them cool, quiet-looking restaurants. I look in. I see these white boys. They sit talking about deals worth millions of dollars, Mama, and half the time they don't look no older than me.
Oh, son, how come you talk so much about money?
Because it's life.
Oh, so now money is life. Once upon a time, freedom used to be life, but now it's money.
Mama, it was always money. We just didn't know it.
No. Something's changed. You're something new, boy. In my time, we was worried about not being lynched and getting to the north and how to stay alive and still have a pinch of dignity, too. Now, here come you and Beneath talking about things we ain't hardly ever thought about, me and your daddy. You ain't satisfied or proud of nothing we done. I mean that you had a home, and that we kept you out of trouble till you was grown, and that you don't have to ride to work on the back of nobody's streetcar. You're my children, but how different we've become.
In terms of a statement, I think what the play tries to say is that we really don't have very much in the world at all if we allow any aspect of money values to transcend the requirements that are necessary for human dignity.
An early proponent of women's liberation, Lorraine analyzed the role of the mother in her play.
Lena Younger, the mother, is the Black Matriarch incarnate, the bulwark of the Negro family since slavery, the embodiment of the Negro will to transcendence. It is she who, in the mind of the black poet, scrubs the floors of a nation in order to create black diplomats and university professors. It is she, while seeming to cling to traditional restraints, drives the young on into the fire hoses, and one day simply refuses to move to the back of the bus in Montgomery and goes out and buys a house in an all-white neighborhood where her children may possibly be killed by bricks thrown through the windows of a shrieking racist mom. I'm saying that the mother is an idealization which was put into my consciousness over 20 years ago. Old washwoman Langston Hughes had written of the black domestic. Arms washed clean, soul washed clean.
Would you call Raisin in the Sun a naturalistic play?
I would not.
And what would you call it if you had to put a label
I hope
on it?
that it is genuine realism.
What's the difference?
It's enormously different. Well, naturalism tends to take the world as it is and say, this is what it is, this is how it happens. It is true because we see it every day in life that way. You know, you simply photograph the garbage can.
Mm-hmm.
And realism, I think the artist who is creating the realistic work imposes on it not only what is, but what is possible, because this is part of reality too, so that you get a much larger potential of what man can do, and requires much greater selectivity You don't just put everything that seems, you put what you believe is.
Mm-hmm. In this framework, would you call Shakespeare a realistic writer?
The greatest of them all.
Really?
This is why I love Sean O'Casey. This, to me, is